What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and I'm gonna be breaking down Amanda Nunes versus Megan Anderson. This is an awesome. I don't know if it's an awesome fight, but it's a really interesting fight. Um, it is what it is. It's GOAT going up against contender, right? That's really what how you gotta look at it. Nunes, obviously, she's pound for pound number one female on the planet. She's accomplished so much in her career. But if we look at the stats, she's 20-4. Fights out of Florida, age 32, height 5'8", and a reach of 69. Megan is 10-4. Fights out of Australia. She actually isn't fighting out of Australia. She's doing her camp at what's it called? Not Mac 3 Factory X Muay Thai, which is super super interesting. So that's in, I think, Kansas City, Missouri, right? I'm not sure where that's at, but she's 6 foot tall and she has a reach of 72. So Megan does have the reach and height advantage. She is the number 5 featherweight in the world via Tapology. UFC sadly doesn't have any featherweight rankings, so I'm gonna go off what Tapology says. But at the end of the day, this is, man, we can just look at the records, right? We can look at Amanda Nunes and what she's accomplished and the people she's beaten. Ever since her first loss to Kat Nzongo, she went up fought against Shayna Baszler, beat Sarah McMahon, beat Valentina Shevchenko, beat Misha Tate, beat Ronda Rousey, beat Valentina Shevchenko again. I know it's controversial. It was a split decision. I thought she won the fight. It wasn't much of a really good. I don't know why people want to see that third. Like, it wasn't. I don't think it's going to be a good fight. Raquel Pennington, Chris Cyborg. That Chris Cyborg. This is why a lot of people wonder, like, why do you love Amanda Nunes so much? Because of that. You can go. I think it's on my YouTube channel. It's UFC. I think 232. I think that's what the pay-per-view was. And I picked Amanda Nunes to get it done. I didn't say how, but I did pick her, and she knocked her the fuck out, man. And I was so proud of her, bro. That was when people officially anointed Nunes as the GOAT. They did not give her credit, bro. Like, people were just, they were talking all this bullshit about Cyborg. Oh, Cyborg's the GOAT, this or that. She dismantled Cyborg. She took her out, made her fucking face down, ass up, bro. That shit was amazing, and I'm forever grateful. And she basically kicked Cyborg out of the fucking UFC, in my humble opinion, and I had no problem with that. But at the end of the day, it was dope. And then her performance against Holly Holm. I thought she was gonna have some trouble with Holly, even though I picked her. I thought Holly, might get a decision out of her, or might make it really close. Nah, she just head kick, knocked her out, fucking took her out, sat her ass down, and bah! He gave her some extra ones while she was on the ground. Right then and there, I was like, she has accomplished so much. Like, what else is for her to prove? And then she fights Jermaine Durandamine, and we saw some holes. And I told a lot of people on that UFC 245 card that those matchups stylistically were so hard for each of the champions. Jermaine Durandamine is a problem. She showed it. She was the better striker, the better technical striker. Now, she didn't have the more power. We saw, when she got dropped in, I think in that first round, and Amanda was laying the ground and pound on her, and she was trying to finish her. And then you could see that the ties kind of switch. And, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, Jermaine, man, like, she did really good in that second round. If you remember, actually, I think she even hurt. She hurt fucking, Nunes. I think with an elbow or something in the clinch, which was like super devastating. But at the end of the day, man, I told a lot of people that was gonna happen. I told a lot of people Jermaine was gonna put up a good fight. The only thing I didn't see happening in that fight is that Jermaine didn't have any takedown defense. I remember when Jermaine fought Raquel Pennington, her takedown defense looked decent. In that fight against Nunes, it looked like she didn't drill no jiu-jitsu or wrestling for her camp. Like, it was insane how easily Nunes was taking her down. And Nunes, her wrestling has she's very off and on. She'll look great or she'll look kind of like average. And her wrestling looks really average against Jermaine. There were some takedowns and some wrestling that she, some shots that she took were very, very, average. But she grinded it out. She got it done. She got a 5-round decision. out of Jermaine. And then she fights Felicia Spencer, which was just, I mean, a complete domination, a complete showcase of her skills. Felicia Spencer was a punching bag in there. She was a jiu-jitsu bag in there. Jiu-jitsu dummy where you can practice. She was a wrestling dummy in there. That's all she was. She was just a showcase of Amanda Nunes' skills. Nunes showed her striking, showed her grappling. She showed her wrestling. Like, it was a bad night for Felicia Spencer. People gave her credit for being tough, and I give her credit too for hanging out and staying tough and not getting finished. But she got eviscerated. But if we look at Megan Anderson's resume and her record, right? I feel like it wouldn't be fair to her, but she is on a 2-fight win streak over Norma Dumont via that. Hey, she knocked that bitch out. Norma Dumont, man. Hey, man, that bitch is thick, y'all. I'm sorry, but like, man, that bitch she can get it. And then she's coming off also a triangle choke over Zara Frine. Her only losses in the UFC is to Felicia Spencer and Holly Holm, and she has another loss to Sydney Dinos. I think that's how you say her name, and Zoe Shoas. And the Sydney one was via triangle choke in the second round, and the Zoe one was a majority decision. The Holly Holm fight was a decision, and the Felicia Spencer fight was a rear naked choke. Megan, she's always been an interesting girl. There's been a lot of, I wouldn't say hype surrounding her, but like, she was supposed to fight Cyborg in the title fight. She was scheduled for that. Then she fights Holly Holm, and Holly just kind of out wrestled her. I remember watching that fight, and I was like, God damn, why did they put this on the main card? Like, oh my God. But and that's just basically what happened. But then she had a rebound. She fought Kat Zongo, got it done. It was a weird fight on the same card as when Nunes beat Cyborg, which is interesting. And yeah, I was kind of surprised by that. And then she has her a very, very disappointing loss of Felicia Spencer, and Felicia kind of showed people that she I'm legit, and they were supposed to fight each other on Invicta, and we kind of saw what happened. But it looks like she's really changed some stuff. She blamed those losses, I guess, to her lifestyle, and now she's kind of changed it. And she looked good against Norma Dumont. That was a good knockout. Obviously, here's what I see. Megan Anderson, if she's smart, she'll look at what Jermaine Durandamine did and try to implement that. Manu Nunes, and I've talked about this multiple times, and we bring this up, and I think this is kind of unfair to Nunes, but we bring up her gas tank, right, and her grappling, right? And, if I'm Megan, right, you want to bring out those old holes, even though she hasn't really shown any of those holes in her last 7 fights, right? You want to bring it out. She gets tired, and she I wouldn't say like Megan isn't gonna out grapple her, but what Megan can do is sprawl and brawl and break her that way, and use takedown defense to break her her gas tank, and impose her will, and get the fight to the cards, to the 4th and 5th rounds, and try to finish her there. Break her, basically. Just outwork her. You have a reach advantage. Use your jab. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things she can do in this fight. The problem is she doesn't have the skills, and that's just where it comes down to. Amanda Nunes, I made a video. You can check UFC 250 predictions, right? And you could probably skip all the way to the main. I tried to find a way how Felicia Spencer could win this, because you have to be fair to both sides. But the points I was using, they're old points, and it's not fair to Nunes that we bring this up, that she gets tired. She's been going to 5-round decisions for a minute now. Felicia Spencer, she looked good in there. Not Holly. Jermaine Durandamine, she looked good in there. Valentina Shevchenko, she has more 5-round experience than these girls, yet we bring up her gas tank, which is insane. We talk about her grappling, yet she's been looking great on the mat. She you could say out grappled Valentina Shevchenko in that 5th round. I know it was only 1 takedown, but she was able to take her down. Not a lot of girls can do that. You know what I'm saying? She was able to out grapple Jermaine Durandamine, out grapple Felicia Spencer. It is what it is. I think Amanda Nunes can win this fight any way she wants. She could submit her, she could knock her out via ground and pound, or she can take this to the cards. It's all dependent on Nunes. For me, I think Megan has a chip on her shoulder. She, going through a lot, in the build up to this fight, with the Casey Kenny comments about her, people doubting her. So I feel like, here's what I'm going to say. I think Megan Anderson can get this to a decision, but I think she's going to lose. There is no way in hell. I'm sorry, y'all, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Ain't no way in hell Megan Anderson winning this fight. Ain't no way. I just don't see it. There's a chance, that fucking Amanda Nunes slips on a banana peel, and maybe Megan can win that way. But she ain't beating Nunes. Nunes is a different beast. There's a lack of skill and experience that you just see 20-4 compared to 10-4. Look at the opponents. Just the experience against high level opponents. Like, she doesn't have that. A lot of things are going against Megan. Megan needs, an all-star level performance to kind of get this done, and I don't see her doing it. It is what it is. As much as I like, Megan, I think she's a cute girl. I will say that I don't think Megan is ugly. There is no way in hell I don't think she beats her. I'm super confident. I'm gonna tell you how confident I am. If fucking Megan Anderson somehow, and I'm talking to the MMA gods right here, if this bitch beats Amanda Nunes, I will change my Twitter profile pic and my Instagram profile pic to Megan Anderson. I will give her nothing but praise. I will simp for Megan Anderson for a whole month. That's how confident I think Nunes will destroy her. I dare you. I dare you to let her win. She will not win that. There's no way in hell she's taking that. At the end of the day, I think Nunes gets this done. I think it's just levels. There's levels to this game. No disrespect to Megan, but she ain't winning this. She ain't winning that. Nunes gonna whoop her ass. Nunes is the GOAT. There's levels to this shit, y'all. Respect it. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, though. I will be posting these. I will be posting more breakdowns. I'm expecting at least three videos. Yeah, or no, actually four breakdowns. So I'm expecting to make that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on my Twitter. All those descriptions, all those links will be down below. Don't forget to share the video, subscribe, like, comment, do whatever y'all got to do. Go click the notification button. I really, really want this channel to grow. I'd really be happy if we can get this channel growing. Share, spread the word. eBay Fight Predictions is taking over. We ain't taking no prisoners too. We taking over. I love y'all and goodbye.